Friedman Adventures live. You might hear Captain Chris Isaac in the background. We're coming back in from Santa Barbara Island on board the El Patron. We had, I want to call it fair fishing, about fair, not wide open. I think Chris said we had 120 fish. We had a couple big lingcod, maybe 3 big lings, a couple big reds, and then some miscellaneous rockfish and some whitefish. There was a very strong current today at Santa Barbara Island, and it did make things way more difficult. You could cast off the bow and your line would be back at midship or back in the stern before you knew it. So that very strong current, we surmise, had something to do with off fishing. It was not wide open by any stretch of the imagination. We spent our entire time trying to catch rockfish out there because we were dead set on trying to put fish in the bags. Some guys had as many as 10 fish, Chris said. Other guys, some guys had 0 fish. It was just that kind of a bite today. So nothing wide open, but it was a glorious day to be on the water. It was absolutely beautifully flat, calm all day and gorgeous. We got a little wind on the way in and started to get bumped around just a little bit, but not much at all. And truly a great group of people here on board. You can see Matt right over there and Dan and our friend Doug. And then there's a bunch of guys in the stern that are great guys. Mackey's giving you a little shot at that. We may have for you, and I'll give you a couple updates here since we're on the evening. Let me give you that, and then I'll tell you what the plan is for this evening. But we've already heard from San Diego-based boats. They had a good nighttime bite last night. I've already told you about that. Good daytime fishing again today on bluefin tuna. It's on. The light switch is on full rack. And the great thing about it is that it's not only nighttime fishing, but it's daytime fishing. And I mean, really good daytime fishing with full day boats getting in on it, with limit style fishing, not out of the ordinary at all. A lot of 20 to 60 pound bluefin, but there's some bigger fish lurking around. In fact, the Amigo out of 22nd Street Landing, I was just talking to their galley chef, Jason Lawler. Jason sent me some video of, it looks like 150 to 200 pound bluefin coming out of the water, crashing up a storm. I didn't ask him where because I don't want anybody chasing me around with a fillet knife over at 22nd Street Landing, but there was some big fish and they're in day range of 22nd Street Landing. And the Amigo has some open party trips this week for you. 310-832-8304. Jason, thanks for that. And of course, I'll be getting you in touch with all the very latest tomorrow morning on the morning briefing as I hear Chris Isaac pulling them back. He's throttling down as we're moving in deeper to the harbor and returning. So a lot of fun, no question about it, mostly because of the great crew on board here and the great people that came out. The fishing was just average, maybe a little bit below average, I would call it. But a pristine and gorgeous day, absolutely beautiful, and great people out with us also. Hey, get Dave and Sherry.
David and Sherry.
That's an Abe back there. Maybe you can see him.
Happy
David and Sherry out of here. We wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I was supposed to do that on the morning briefing, and I forgot. I almost forgot now. Thank God Abe was yelling in the background there because I remember. Yeah.
Don't mention that it's First Marine Regiment.
What's that? First Marine. It says like we got a Marine on here. So we'll thank him for his service. He caught some fish today.
He's too shy. He's a shy little.
Including a big lingcod.
He's a shy little.
Man, I tell you, these guys are still having fun out here. We might go up into the bar here at 22nd Street at Long Beach Sport Fishing and do a watch party for the end of the Stanley Cup Finals. Last time I looked, it was Florida won and Edmonton won. So we might do that. You might see me back in about 15 or 20 minutes. But for everybody on board here, had a great time. Wish fishing was a little bit better. It was just a little poke of rockfish for us. But tomorrow's another day, and the boys will be back at it. There's a lot of activity up and down the coast. One thing I will mention to you, we found 69-degree water in some areas. It was where the water was off color, but it was up to 69. Here in the Horseshoe Kelp, that area, we found mostly 66-degree green water. The water was still a little bit on the green side, but water's definitely starting to warm up. that's a very, very good sign. All right, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Maybe see you for the Stanley Cup Finals in just a little bit. Thanks again for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the morning briefing and perhaps a tad later tonight. Take great care, my friends. Thanks for all you do for Friedman Adventures, and I hope to see you really, really soon.